good to be back in this room talking to all of you. I really thank you all for gathering here today. The reason for this press conference, some of you caught me as I was coming out of Parliament and asked why. It's to announce a new initiative of the Indian National Congress, the All India Professionals Congress, an organization through which we hope to integrate the educated, tax-paying professionals of our country and their aspirations for the future of our country into our political system. Of course, the fact is that many of you would ask, why are we doing this, creating a new AICC department at this time? But I think we all know that in India there's a vast gulf that separates those who go into the professions or the civil services. Journalism is a profession that very often sees this phenomenon, and those who enter politics, that is, people who may have an interest in politics but stay detached from it because they feel that the professional world is different, that they have no access to the political world. And the problem with this is this leaves out of Indian politics the very group of people who are the mainstay of democratic politics in most other democracies, that is the tax-paying middle classes who have got professional qualifications or working for the country in their own professions. Now, very often, of course, the priorities of such people are different from those who make politics their primary occupation. People focus on getting the best education available within their means or acquiring professional qualifications. They try and get into the best universities, get the best possible jobs, and they are the taxpayers who sustain the government of India. Very often they have bright minds, they have political ideas, but they have no idea how to connect to the political process. They feel that the political process has no room for them, that people in politics all have been doing something else all their lives, and have been doing nothing else all their lives, whereas professionals have been doing something else, and so fear that they won't fit in. And the result of all of this is that we have something like 3.2 crore individual taxpayers and 4 lakh corporate assessees in this country, a majority of whom feel that they have an interest in what's happening to their taxes, what's happening in the work of this country. They do not have avenues to express these opinions. I see this every day in the WhatsApp forwards I get. I'm sure many of you are recipients of similar messages. And so the feeling we have is that this has to change, and that the Congress Party of the 21st century must have a commitment to the kinds of people who in many ways will help guide and shape the future of our country. At the same time, we are wedded to certain fundamental ideas: liberty and freedom, obviously, equality, social justice, and pluralism in India. So we're looking for people who embody those values and want to serve those values. We have recently seen with the Not in My Name protests in so many cities, we have seen that many people who maybe last time might have voted for the BJP because they were seduced by the rhetoric of economic development and progress are now repelled by the bigotry and vigilantism and violence in the name of the cow and so on that have been unleashed. I've had very many people telling me, we voted for the BJP last time, but we are ashamed of what's happening to our country. We will not do so again. And such people, I think, when they look around, what do they see? They see the 19th century ideology of the communists. They see, frankly, the cynicism of the Aam Aadmi Party, which had also in some ways reflected the hopes of some of them. And looking around, they want to see a home in a liberal-minded, progressive group of people who are committed to bringing about positive change. That's what we want to try and create. Through the All India Professionals Congress, the Congress Party is seeking to give an opportunity to such individuals to channel their imagination, their energy, their ideas, their professional skills to help meet their aspirations in the country. The All India Professionals Congress will function as a decentralized platform, a democratic platform. We will have city or town level chapters initially as the basic building block. Each of these chapters will be set up through the web. Professionalscongress.com is our website. Anybody can go on. They only have to confirm that they are practicing a profession and are taxpayers with a PAN card. The reason we insist on that is this is not one more avenue for the full-time politician. It is a new avenue for people who are not, for the most part, currently very active in politics. But of course, it will be fully integrated into the workings of the Indian National Congress. And so the initial round of office bearers will all be experienced Congress party colleagues. But the idea would be that as the organization matures within a couple of years, that we hope they will start throwing up their own leadership, elect their own leaders, and move forward. The structure would be that you go on the web, you log in, you give that information, you sign up. We are going to charge a fellowship fee of 1,000 rupees, so that it's not going to be just an easy ride. You just sign up like the BJP's missed calls. We're not looking for fake members with missed calls. We're looking for people who are serious about wanting to be involved. That will then give them a membership number and a place in a chapter. In a small town, it may be just one chapter for the whole town. In a big city, there may be multiple chapters. But the idea is there should be at least 25 before a chapter is formed, and no more than 100, so it doesn't become too unwieldy. The idea is sort of like a Rotary Club, a political Rotary Club within the Congress Party, where these professionals will have an opportunity to meet and engage in weekly meetings in their own chapters. They'll link with each other through WhatsApp groups. They will feed up to the state level, and through the state level to the regional and national levels through modern means of communication. They will do that. They will meet every week to discuss current events. They can invite a Congress leader either to address them as a resource person if they want, or to listen to them, because that's also a very important part, that the professional members, fellows as we are calling them, will have an audience in the established leadership of the Congress Party. Then they can perform activities that they will themselves set themselves and function, again, as a Rotary Club might. But at the same time, we can also task them. So you can imagine the national organization might say to a series of chapters, we might choose 10 or 20 at random, can you monitor the working of Swachh Bharat in your area? Or if you have a number of businessmen in your community, can you look at how GST implementation is going? Give us a report. Those reports will be fed in to our party's appreciation of these issues and will be used by our spokespeople, used by our MPs in Parliament. It will become a means of generating new ideas. Many of you keep saying the Congress Party doesn't have enough new ideas. So here is a new idea, and not only a new idea in itself, but a vehicle to produce more new ideas from the people of this country, the professionals of this country. And we will have, of course, as a result, a large number of chapters, we hope, as people sign up. We're going to look at them initially because it's part of the existing structure of the AICC. We will certainly expect these chapters to cooperate fully with the established Pradesh Congress committees, with the established mechanisms of the party. But we're also creating a sort of oversight, national coordination level leadership. Eventually, these positions will also be elected, but for now, they're going to be appointed by the Congress President. I have been asked to serve as national chairman of this new venture. Milind Deora will be my deputy and will also be the coordinator for the West Zone. We will have Dr. Geeta Reddy, former Health Minister of Andhra Pradesh, professional herself as a doctor, to be coordinator for the South Zone. We'll have Gaurav Gogoi, MP, to be coordinator for the East Zone, and we'll have Salman Soz to be coordinator for the North Zone. And the office bearers are gathering in Delhi tomorrow for a meeting to chart out the way forward and of course to meet with Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi, who's very strongly behind this initiative. So this is broadly the plan and the intention. We want people to engage. We want people to network amongst themselves, to engage with the party and with the issues, and to contribute to fulfilling their own aspirations and guiding the nation in a positive direction. That's what this is all about. I'm very happy to take your questions, and I hope that you, some of you at any rate, will feel motivated enough as professionals yourselves to join this exciting new venture. Thank you very much, and Jai Hind.